talking White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney. Hi, Mick. So you're a former lawyer. You also worked in the Trump administration. You can provide unique insight here. Do you think Trump's attorneys have a case here?
Hey, Pam, thanks very much for having me. Yeah, probably. It's very unclear. Keep in mind, there's a bunch of different privileges here. The attorney-client privilege is different from executive privilege. In some ways, attorney-client privilege is actually harder to overcome. The executive privilege is very murky because it's not entirely clear to me, and apparently to other lawyers as well, as to whose privilege it is to invoke. For example, when I went to go testify before the January 6th committee, the committee actually got a letter from the Biden administration waiving executive privilege for me. Whether or not Trump even controls his own executive privilege is open for some discussion. I think the previous interview you just did a really good job, though, of explaining a lot of the variables, keeping in mind that there are different lawyers involved here. Pat Cipollone, Pat Philbin have testified to the grand jury. They were never Donald Trump's personal lawyers. They were his lawyers as his role as president, and that's a different type of privilege than the folks like, say, I guess Mr. Hirschman might have been Donald Trump's personal lawyer. So it's a very, very confusing sort of morass of privileges. They're all very, very important. You can imagine the seriousness of getting into what a client says to an attorney. You can imagine the seriousness of getting into advice that people gave the president inside the Oval Office. So these are very serious matters. Doesn't surprise me to see them being litigated to the nth degree.
And you worked with Pat Cipollone and his deputy Patrick Philbin in the White House. You know how close they were to the president day in, day out. If DOJ prevails here, what do you think the importance of their testimony would be?
Well, I don't know what they're going to say because I wasn't there, but I will tell you this, is that both Mr. Cipollone and Mr. Philbin, despite the fact we may have had personal differences about policy when I was in there, I would defend their integrity 100%. These are very, very credible gentlemen. And if they are providing testimony that helps the president, that carries a great deal of weight. If they're providing testimony that hurts the president, that will provide a great deal of weight as well. You can say a lot about the president's personal lawyers. He's had a mishmash of really bizarre individuals representing him individually. But the lawyers he had as president in the institution, you could add Emmett Flood to that list, Ty Cobb, really, really good lawyers, credible. And if they're presenting evidence one way or the other, people should listen.
I think that is notable because I remember when I covered the White House, there were disagreements between you and Pat Cipollone, but you made clear there were policy differences, but you could attest to his credibility and integrity. I want to talk about another one of the major Trump investigations. A special master reviewing the documents seized from Mar-a-Lago ordered Trump's lawyers to back up his claims that the FBI planted evidence at his Florida resort. So this seems to put them in a tough spot, right? Either sign a sworn declaration that evidence was planted or not, basically admitting Trump lied. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, what you're seeing here, and it's very interesting to me as a lawyer, as a former Trump insider, someone who worked in the West Wing, this is where we're starting to see the bright lines drawn between politics and public relations and the stuff that really, really matters, and that's the law and criminal charges. So what you've seen the special master do this week is a couple different things, which is, look, I've heard that you folks in the Trump team say that you have declassified those things, these documents. It's time to put up or shut up. Have you actually done that? And if so, I want court filings backing that up. Similarly, he's gone to them, as you've mentioned, and said, I understand that you may be making claims that evidence was planted. It's time to put up or shut up on that front. Going on TV and on an interview on another network and saying something isn't the same as saying it to a court. So you can sort of take that, and that's the advantage, I think, of the special master getting involved in this case. Keeping in mind the special master was agreed to by both Trump and the DOJ, is sort of separating the noise and the PR and the bright, shiny objects from the stuff that really matters, because you can lie on TV, but you can't lie in court.
They were agreed to. Both sides agreed, but it was Trump's team that actually has suggested him in the first place, so it is notable. I want to ask you, before we let you go, about the January 6th committee. It is returning for a hearing next week, and ahead of that, you tweeted, quote, "Nothing screams greatest threat to our democracy in 150 years like taking 6 weeks off for vacation." Now, the committee says they've been interviewing more witnesses during this time. They've been getting information turned over from the Secret Service. Why do you think that's not a legitimate investigation?
I've never thought it was legitimate in the sense that it's political. This is a political investigation. The Department of Justice investigation is real. It's a criminal investigation done by professional investigators. Do they have credibility challenges? Yes, because of the way they treated Trump back in 2016. Yes, but they're still the Department of Justice and the FBI. The January 6th is made up of a bunch of elected officials. They're not in the job of doing investigations. They're in the job of legislating and getting reelected, I guess. They all hate Donald Trump. They do, even though it's bipartisan. There's no way you can make the case that it's an unbiased group of people. Have they still brought forward interesting evidence? Yes, they have. Bill Barr's testimony, I thought, was some of the most compelling regarding the fact that that Joe Biden legitimately won the 2020 election. So it's certainly had value, but they've always struggled from a credibility standpoint because they all hate Donald Trump, and this hearing is designed to make him look bad. And you can't, I think it's just common sense, Pam, and to sort of say this has been the greatest threat ever to the history of our nation, and we're going to go away for 6 weeks. I think it's incumbent upon them. You know, as a reporter, that if I had said that in the White House, you could send me a Freedom of Information Act to ask where I've been for the last 6 weeks. You can't do that with Congress because they're outside of FOIA. I do think it's incumbent upon them to tell us why they haven't had a hearing for actually it's 8 weeks now. Because if they want to be taken seriously, they have to deal with these credibility issues up front.
All right, and we will be asking them. And of course, they would say, as I noted earlier, that they had been putting together information, talking to witnesses, trying to build a case for this next hearing. But I appreciate you offering your opinion on this. Mick Mulvaney, thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks, Pamela.